I listed every single day for 30 days on Poshmark, and this is what happened. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you listed one item every single day on Poshmark? That's actually why I started this Poshmark listing experiment. I started this experiment because I was curious if daily listing was enough to move the needle, even if you have a small inventory closet on Poshmark. So, the way that this experiment has worked is I listed one item every single day for 30 days straight. I did this shortly after restarting my Poshmark closet. For context, my name's Laura if you're new here. I used to be a full-time reseller for about 2 years. Since then, I sort of shut down my closet. I was doing it very part-time while I was in school studying to get my MBA and also working full-time in marketing. I have been restarting my Poshmark closet and I wanted to just kind of kickstart it. And I thought that maybe the best way to do that was to just consistently list for a period of time. When I started this experiment, I had just 23 listings in my closet. And the entire duration of the experiment, I actually had less than 45 listings. So if you've been following along on this challenge, you might be wondering where the update is. I'm going to be real with you. I filmed a weeks 2 to 3 update video. And the day after I filmed it, I went on vacation to India for like 3 weeks. And I literally brought my MacBook and I was planning on editing it while I was there and posting it. And once I got there, I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation. I kind of just want to vibe. And so I didn't. Now the entire experiment has wrapped up. So I feel like I don't need to just give an update on weeks 2 to 3. Like, this is just going to be the full recap for the entire challenge. I'm going to insert the clips of me explaining what sold in those 2 weeks now, and then I'll see you on the other side for the recap. I sold one item in week 2, just one, and I sold 2 items in week 3. The first thing that sold was this Quince polo sweater. This had like 15 likes or something so fast. And it just immediately got so much interest. I knew it was going to sell. It was just a matter of time. I listed the Quince sweater during week 1 of the challenge and it sold during week 2. Someone sent me a offer for $30. I had it listed for $40, so I thought that was pretty reasonable and I accepted that offer. And that made my earnings $24. My cost of goods on this was $6. So my profit was $18. This was my first time selling the brand Quince and I loved it. I had a great experience selling this brand. I would 100% sell it again. And if you haven't picked it up, you definitely should. The Quince sweater is the only thing that sold during week 2 of the challenge. During week 3 of the challenge, I made 2 sales. The first was this Madewell pair of wide leg jeans. I listed the Madewell jeans during week 2 of the challenge and it sold during week 3. I listed these for $50 and I sent out offers to likers for $35 with discounted shipping and someone accepted that offer, making my earnings on this $26.50. My cost of goods on these were $6, so my earnings were $20.50. I sold really fast and for a good price and I made 20 bucks. So I'm very happy with that and it encourages me to continue picking up Madewell, which I am way more picky with these days. And lastly, the third thing to sell was this pair of New with Tags Asics shorts. If you've been watching this challenge, you will remember this pair of shorts because I listed these in week 1 of the challenge and they sold in week 3. Now, I had these listed originally for $35 and when I went through my closet to drop the prices on a few things, I did drop the price on these to $29. And lo and behold, I had a buyer come along and just buy these for full price for $29. That's always so exciting. My earnings, $23.20. Cost of goods was $6, so I made $17.20. What can we learn from this experiment so far? What sold? Quince, Madewell, Asics. And in the first week, it was Free People, Lululemon, Lulu's, and Outdoor Voices. Do you notice anything about these brands? They're all mid-tier brands, many of them which can be found in the mall or kind of mall equivalent brands, I would say, like in terms of their pricing model. They are these mid-tier brands with strong search demand. What didn't sell yet are the higher priced items that I've been sourcing and listing. And I do think that a lot of them have a longer sales time because of the nature of the fact that they're worth more money. And it does lead me to wonder, are bread and butter brands really the backbone of smaller closets? They're the things that people want for a lower price. My revenue is fine. My margin is good. My sales frequency dipped. And I can really only point to the fact that a lot of the items that I listed over the past 2 weeks are expensive. They're higher ticket items. Is daily listing enough? Or do you need to be listing a certain type of item if you want to be making a higher frequency of sales? And also, would I need more active listings to smooth the volatility? And right now, I still only have 33 available listings in my closet. And at this point, I'm essentially just testing, can a 30 to 50 item closet generate consistent monthly revenue? Okay, so just so we're on the same page here, for the entire duration of the experiment, which was 30 days, I made 4 sales in week 1 sale in week 2 sales in week 3, and then week 4, I only made 1 additional sale. And it was this Monroe rainbow cuff sweater that I had thrifted. This I listed before the challenge started, but only in like January. It sold for $45. I think it was an offer from the buyer. Earnings after the Poshmark fee was $36. My cost of goods was $6. So I made $30 profit on that sale. I actually think what happened next is even more interesting. I went on vacation and I put my closet on vacation mode for almost 3 weeks. And when I got back, oh my God, I just got so scared. I have my laptop in front of me because I have like notes. And I don't know if you see like the scary like ghost thing that's happening when I like move my laptop screen in the background. I don't know. That literally, I almost just had a heart attack. Okay. Where was I? So I put my closet on vacation mode and I completely was not active on Poshmark. Like I literally did this experiment, was super consistent for 30 days, and then immediately shut it down. And so I thought that when I got back, it was going to be like a slow roll to get going again. Because in the past, whenever I've gone on vacation mode, the algorithm just like doesn't like that. But this time, and I don't know if it's because of the consistency that I was having leading up to this, but when I got back and I turned my closet off vacation mode, the same day that I did that, I made a sale. And after that sale, I made 3 more sales in that week. And all 4 of the sales that I made in that unofficial week 5 were things that I listed during the challenge. And the best part, the most full circle moment, one of the things that sold was the very first item that I listed as part of this challenge, which was the Club Monaco romper. And if you watched the first video in this series, then you'll remember that because I showed it. And that was the first thing that I listed on screen together. All right, so to recap, during the challenge, during the 30 days that this challenge went on for, I made 8 sales and a total of $286 in top line revenue. My total profit of that revenue, which accounts for Posh fees and shipping discounts and cost of goods, was $188. If you add week 5, which technically wasn't during the 30 days, but I kind of count it, especially because all of those sales were things that I listed during the challenge. My total sales of those 4 sales was $230 for my top line revenue. Those sales were great, and one of them was over $100. Definitely made more money per sale on that batch. And my total profit on those sales was $151, making my total challenge revenue $516 and my total challenge profit $339. Again, especially for a small closet experiment where I still have less than 45 listings in my closet right now to this day, I think that's pretty compelling. Making over $500 in revenue in essentially a month and a week, almost $350 in extra cash that I wouldn't have made otherwise. Let's wrap this up. What are my insights from this experiment? What can you apply to your own closet? Insight number 1, daily listing does not guarantee daily sales. It does create a delayed gratification sale pipeline. That's what I'll call it. because what you list today will directly impact what you make tomorrow. Going along with that, my second insight is just in general, the results will lag behind the input. Most of my sales actually happened after the challenge. Like a third of these sales happened in week 5. And that kind of goes into my third insight, which is while consistency pays off, small closets, I think inherently will feel inconsistent. You don't have enough volume to be constantly moving inventory unless you have insanely in demand inventory that people are searching for and want like right now, which obviously that kind of inventory is like really hard to find. You're probably going to be dealing with like ebbs and flows more so. And I think that when you increase your volume and your quantity of inventory that you have, that's when you can smooth that curve a little bit and have less of that fluctuation. More quantity of inventory you have, the less fluctuation you'll have to deal with. But that doesn't mean the strategy isn't working. And if you're still making sales, you're doing something right, especially if your sales are profitable. I guess my overall message, my key takeaway is that consistency always wins. And it's a lesson that I am still trying to learn myself, honestly. Like, I love making YouTube videos and making content on here, but it is really hard to stay consistent, especially when I'm not necessarily getting like thousands of views on every video. And, it takes time to find an audience and it takes time to build that trust with your audience. And so I can apply this in so many different areas of my life. Like consistency will always win, and having discipline and staying on your path and just being focused, just give it a chance, like give yourself a chance to succeed. Don't quit before you've given it like your full best effort. My final answer is daily listing on Poshmark worth it? I think yes. I think it's worth it, especially if you have a small closet. I think it's a way you can move the needle. It's one tool in your toolbox. If you're, seeing a stagnation in sales, a tool in your toolbox to pull out is to list new stuff. Don't expect immediate results. And again, give it time and you'll see success on the other side. I am really glad I did this experiment. I feel like I learned a lot. I also feel like it inspired me. Like I just felt so energized the whole time. I was like thrifting more to find stuff because I had to find stuff for every single day. Overall, it just made me feel really excited about reselling again. I don't know if I'm going to have a small closet forever because honestly, I have been really thinking about scaling my own closet and getting back to more like full-time levels, not necessarily going full-time, but like having a large inventory because I am just like hyped up. And every time I make a sale, I get so excited. And I just think about how cool it would be to be making them on a more consistent basis. So I don't know. There might be more to come on that. This has been a really fun series, but I'm definitely ready to move on to some new, fresh ideas and fresh content. So please let me know what types of videos you would want to see. I am super open to suggestions and I am so happy that you got to this point of the video. Thank you so much. If you liked it, giving it a thumbs up would be a huge help and a huge support of the channel. Obviously, subscribe so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.